We are in the alpha planning stages with 3 restaurants, or 3 locations, San Francisco, Sydney, and New York City. We were fortunate enough that one of our team members is a reporter on Wired Magazine, and so as he was reporting about our company, we got a lot of folks reaching out to us, giving us feedback, giving us their thoughts, and now we've got a contingent of restaurants and restaurant owners that are following us as a company. Let's talk about the team. I love these guys. These guys are probably the most impressive, crack developers I've ever met in my professional career. I'd love to go over everyone's background, but these guys fought pink eye, they fought a fever, and they worked night and day. And we continued working until 4 a.m. last night on improving the site, improving the features. Let's keep going. In the last 5 days, we've developed 4 formats for the application. The iPad, which you guys saw, and all 3 formats on the iPhone. The iPad is used predominantly for the restaurant and the hostess. And then we also have the website, which is fully functional and explanatory about the product. Moving on. You guys are probably thinking about OpenTable. Are we OpenTable? We are not OpenTable. At least not yet. We are going to focus on a complementary service, which is focusing on real-time reservations. What does that mean? That means that we are focusing on live interactions that are occurring at the establishment. OpenTable focuses on a back-end hardware system and an online system for pre-bookings. Okay? This is the category.
Use OpenTable and keyword together.
Sure. We're an additive feature. Moving on, OpenTable is also, basically they've not been able to transition to the other formats. It's a very back-end heavy system. Another company called Urban Spoon started out in the directory service, and now they're moving towards bookings, but through some of these lighter platforms. Again, they're not addressing the real-time problems that we're solving. Walk-in services, a set of restaurants that are not currently serviced by OpenTable. OpenTable only services 6% of the restaurants in the United States. Many restaurants don't take reservations, and they don't have the ability to install the large IT infrastructure required by OpenTable. Moving along. There are other industries that this is applicable to. This is not just about restaurants. Think about a casino. A casino makes $40 an hour for you playing slots. What happens though when you're standing around waiting for the blackjack table? Well, we can solve that. You can check into the blackjack table, you can go play your slots, come back when your seat is available. Moving on, other revenue drivers for the company. We can do additional features, upgrades, data plans. We can go into discount coupons, consumer referrals, lead gen, advertising. Why now? Why start this company at this moment in time? I think it's important to know that OpenTable's growth has been tremendous over the last 14 months. They're a $2 billion market cap company. There's a company that's recently been funded by Y Combinator, and they are called GetPunch.com, and they're going after loyalty programs. And then, after 500 startups, Y Combinator is a company that, or is it? Anyway, thank you guys very much.
So we thought about letting someone do this from home. So in other words, Mike just brought up a great point, which is, what's the difference of just, you're there walking up to the front of the line and saying how long's the wait, right? But I just said to him, well, it'd be great if you do it from home, because if your restaurants are like 5 minutes away, you can see which one has the nicest waiting time.
Yeah, so that's actually up to the restaurant themselves, whether they want you physically there or whether they would like you to check in from home. Other applications, like a doctor's office, you got a sick kid, you want to check in and not have to wait 2 hours, you can definitely do that from home, and we'll be notifying you maybe 30 minutes before so that you can then take your sick kid into the doctor's office and not have to wait. So there are applications, and I think the business itself can decide whether they allow you to check in.
So as a consumer, what's the value that I get out of using this as opposed to just asking the person in front, well, I wait waiting?
Yeah, so the biggest benefit is that you're now untethered. You don't have to stand around the front of the restaurant. You can go do errands, you can go come back, and or you can go carry on with your day and then get notified, a little bit before your table's going to get seated. And so it really frees up the consumer, and then it also gives businesses, in certain cases, the opportunity, like at a Walgreens, where you don't have to wait around for your prescription. You can go shop, and they make $60 an hour for you shopping.